you guys, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, thank you for watching. My name's Becky and I've been posting here on YouTube for about 8 years on and off, and I've finally figured out my format and what I believe is going to work with my channel and what's going to get me excited to create and post. So I'm very excited about that because I've been struggling with that for quite a while. So basically what I'm going to do is Sunday, we're going to do a Sew With Me Sunday video where I'll just be sewing and or, cutting fabric, pressing, whatever, sewing related, and BSing. Then I'll do a Thrift With Me Tuesday. So I love thrifting, and I recently, I would say in the past 6 months, started thrifting more to resell. So like Poshmark, eBay, and even Etsy are probably my 3 favorite platforms to use, all for different reasons. So I want to do a Thrift with Me series where I'll either show you what I got on a thrifting trip, or I'll take you with me, show you kind of like my process, which I don't really have one, to be honest. So, it could be exciting. It might suck. We'll see. This is a little trial and error for me. I'm sure once I figure out what works, it'll be great. Then on Thursday, I'm going to do a Get the Look Thursday. So my idea here is to tie in Sunday's Sew With Me video with the Thrift With Me Tuesday video, and then have a Get the Look video, which is basically going to be a look or a concept or an idea that will incorporate sewing and thrifting, whether it's crafting, home decor, clothing, fashion, that it will just depend on my inspiration for the week. So anyway, long enough intro. So nothing really exciting or new really going on. Except I did find out that I'm having a girl the other day, so that's exciting. I already have a boy, so I guess it'll be nice to have a boy and a girl. Let's see what else. I'm still sewing the masks, right? I have about 20 or 25 left, and then I have a feeling it's gonna, my son just woke up from his nap and he just ran into my room with a look of anxiety. Hi. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to take a little break here. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I also had to change because it was too hot with the sun shining on me. This iron here, too hot. Also, sorry, I put a hat on, but my hair is really thick and it hurts to have it in a ponytail as long as it's always in a ponytail. I pretty much always have my hair up, and I just can't today. So, anyway. Okay, yeah, so before my son came in, I was talking about how I have about 20, 25 masks left, and then I think it's kind of going to level off a little bit. People are going to be getting their mask needs met here very soon, if not already. So I probably have a couple days worth of masks, and then I have a feeling I'll be all done with that for a little while. So then I'll have to just figure out another project I want to work on, something else to sew. I have a quilt that I started forever ago. I might finish that. Who knows? So in my last video, I was talking about how my unemployment hadn't kicked in yet. Want to hear something really funny? It's actually not funny. I feel really stupid. So apparently I've had my PIN number this whole time, and I thought that's the last thing I needed to file my claim. Nope, had it this whole entire time. I just didn't read the letter all the way through. Yeah. So that's great. Go me, right? Wow. So I have a 2-bedroom. I technically live, I guess you could say, in a 2-bedroom apartment. My house actually has 4 bedrooms, but the house is split. So someone at some point in time turned this home into a 2-unit. So I live in one and rent out the other. But I'm hoping, well, July 1st is when my tenants are supposed to be moving, because we've been on a month to month for a while now, and finally, just, with having a new addition to my family, we need the space. My mom lives here and I love it, but she's ready for her own space, but it still would be like really nice to have her really close. So why not have her in the same house but just upstairs, right? So I've been trying to clean and organize, I feel like, forever. Anybody else feel that way, where you just are literally, you never really get there? I'll get really close to one room and then I just get tired and stop, and then it starts all over again. I'm not a list maker or a big planner, but I really think I'm going to try, because I can't take it anymore. It's actually starting to get very stressful, just clutter and mess. And every time I think like, oh, I got it under control, or I don't buy anything, I don't have that much stuff. I don't know, apparently I do. So I've made lists before. They're all right. They work for me. But today I decided to try block scheduling. I didn't really necessarily adhere to it 100%, but I did a block schedule like for a day at home, like with my son being here. And I think it's actually going to work out. I really liked it. I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like hard to focus. Shocking, right? And so I'll find myself starting a task, and then I just like stop what I'm doing and then move on to another task, and then I just have all these tasks that are halfway done. So my goal, my hope with the block scheduling is that, like, all right, I'm dedicating this amount of time to this specific task. And then when that time is up, then I can move on to the other one and just like go from there. So I'm going to try it out and see how it works. I don't ever like to be too like regimented, because in the, being too regimented, it can be just as stressful as not having any type of order. There's a word I'm looking for there. I'm having a hard time figuring it out. So anyway, yeah, I'm scheduled to go back to work June 1st. Hopefully all this will be over by then. Gosh, I'm going to be so used to like not going anywhere that I'm probably really not going to want to go anywhere. As I talked about my last Sew With Me video, I don't really do that. I don't really go out that much. I don't really do much outside of my house. And if it was just me, I would be fine. But I do feel a little guilty that I don't go and like do more things with my son and get him socialized. So before our stay-at-home order, I text my friend. She's got 2 kiddos. Her son is super close to Cairo's age. They're like a month apart. And I'm like, let's commit to a play date once a week. We both have, Mondays off. Or let's just start every other week. That way there's not that pressure to just like, oh, every week I have this thing I have to do. Just because I really think it's good that I do socialize myself, and also for my kiddo. I really have been okay so far with not really being allowed obviously, to do anything. I'm content with being in my home and working on projects here, and I don't know, it's weird. It just doesn't bother me necessarily. That could all change, in a couple weeks. Who knows? But so far, these 3 weeks haven't really bothered me too much. So, anyway, I think that's about it for today. Just because I think I've touched on everything I wanted to touch on. And right now it feels like well, you're always talking to yourself when you're making a YouTube video. Who am I kidding? But I definitely feel like I'm really just talking to myself because I don't have much interaction yet. And I'm hoping soon that I'll get some traction with that and some interaction and questions and comments and suggestions on things to sew or make, or send me a picture of something like, hey, get the look for this, or hey, here's try and make this. Like, I think that will be fun. Like, I think the interactive part of this is going to be what I'll probably enjoy the most. Well, and also, no matter how many times I've made something over and over again, like I've made a mask. I made so many masks, right? But every time I finish one, I'm just as proud of the first one. Or I'm sorry, the most current one that I make to the very first one that I made. Like, I'm always excited. It's crazy. It always puts a smile on my face. It could be the most simple, tiniest little thing I've made. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. I love it. And I really do. I really, really do. Anyway, thank you for joining me. And please comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoy this little casual chat, nonchalant little thing we got going on here. Feel free to ask any questions. I may not always be willing to answer them, but you'll never know unless if you ask. And thank you for watching. It really means a lot to me. And I will see you on Tuesday.